To pull faces when you don't want to pull faces, get angry. You have to be sane, keep contained all the time, like you're under some form of something. You have to keep it cool, not stoic. You have your own original philosophy, so you combine Hutcheson, Francis Hutcheson, Jeremy Bentham, Bernard Manival, anyone who's skeptical about that, and takes from a quote. I knew straight away when it said, can they suffer? I knew straight away they're going to do this on me and make me suffer. When it's just an excerpt. Anyway, let's start with the poem. I used to do it with the drum. I do it with the drum. Let's do it with the drum. Drumming away. Let's hum away. Let's sigh a bit. Boy, they won't even let me flirt. Boy, she's nearly gonna squirt. That woman in the red light. Most humane out of all. The humane. She should have a man. Boy, does she have a brain. Polyglot. Highly intelligent. What a gent. Am I a gent? A gentleman? Maybe. I think I'm a gentleman. Many things going on in the world. That's right. Many things, so many things going on. Do not insult my perceptive intelligence, my sensory awareness. Many things are going on. So stop watching the news, please. Stop watching the news. Stop watching your stupid little programs, thinking you're on touch with everything. And stop justifying war. Join in the military, thinking you're courageous and humane, because you're not. And never trust anyone who hides behind their profession. But let's start the session of my poem. Let's start, shall we? I don't know if I'm framed and shot. Framed, you know, that kind of thing. Framed and shot. The self-righteousness of other people's evil. That's why I like staying alone. You have lovers, you never have friends. Intense acquaintances, you have lovers. And the lovers, well, you could say they're the opposite of me. They're dark, brunette, demure, subtle, nuanced. Sometimes I'm just too forthright. Sometimes he's saying it, he's really saying it. Let's start with the poem. Alright, improvise something. If the blue went yellow and the mellow heart decried itself over yonder to a tumultuous mind, but let us rewind and start and part with something mixtured. To set bilingual, multilingual, multisexual, multiplied, multifaceted. To see the facets of the face, the facial expressions that leave these kind, profound impressions. Oh, how profound. To levitate without sound or frequency. Imagination, using your imagination without, to be tact and attract the opposite. Sometimes you can. Sometimes it's there. Sometimes you stare and you say, be aware. Be aware of someone who's too truthful. It'll make you uneasy. You'll stay away. You'll say no. Let him pray. Let him pray. Boy, is he creating enemies. Don't start that. Don't ruffle this. Don't ruffle, all of those letters. Don't ruffle the feathers. Boy, have you seen the weathers? The weathers of the weathers of the weathers. Boy, what a weather. The weather is kind sometimes. Compassion with a punch, says the lords of the lords, when the floods come. They show the signs of where to go, and the vines within my own body are enough for me tonight. Ah, yes, to be yourself, truly yourself, only yourself. As far as I know, I've been humiliated, assaulted within my mind and body, and I never ever complain. Boy, trying to make me insane. It's a lovely sound of the bird. You can hear all the words that speak through it, while you dance in a trance and manipulate. How do you do it? How's it done? You just have to read a bit of Shakespeare and find yourself at one. I could do this all night. I could put on a light and I could say something so me, so I, so much, so touchy sometimes, sensitive I. The sensitive eyes meet the sensitive mouth, and the voices sometimes, boy, the noises without sound. I remember when I portrayed a character from Notes from Underground, and the other one, The Glass Zoo, something like that. I tend not to read that anymore. I go formal. I find a store. I go walking. I love it. All the playwrights and writers that you used to like, no longer anymore. Eternal uplift, genuine optimism. Walt Whitman, he's the one American I could take. John Keats, aye, let us repeat. John Keats, Lord Byron, the siren of Amsterdam. The sonnets. All the sonnet writers, so many. I'm so filled with rage, I can't even speak anymore. You become so inarticulate. I'll stay alone, at least on the outlets of which I express. I'm my own person, all right. I am me. And this is important.